everyone, I'm Amber. Today we're going to be doing a mini try-on haul from Fashion Nova. I've been looking for a pink romper for a long time, and I found one that I really liked on Fashion Nova. I've been a bit hesitant to buy from Fashion Nova because their models tend to be really busty, and I'm on the flat side, so I wasn't sure if their clothing would fit. However, I recently saw Nava Rose do a try-on haul video from Fashion Nova, and I thought that maybe if the clothes fit her, they could also fit me. Just as a note, I filmed the haul part yesterday, so that's why my clothes and makeup are going to look different for the rest of the video. But let's get right into that haul. Now I bought 6 different items, 3 rompers and 3 accessories. I'm really excited to see what these rompers look like. Alright, first up we have a romper. So this is what our romper looks like. Now this one I actually picked out because I thought it would be perfect for Marie from Aristocats Disney Bound. I thought maybe if I added like a little pink belt around the middle, just made one out of fabric or something, then like this would be perfect for that. I've been looking for a white romper for a very long time and haven't found one that I thought would be just right for that. So I was really excited when I saw this one. And so far I'd say it's looking pretty good. I'm not seeing any like loose threads. The lace looks like it's reasonably well made. It doesn't feel super cheap. So that's a good sign. But let's see what it's like when it's on. Okay, so here's what the romper looks like on me. And I have to say that I am very pleased with it. It fits basically perfectly. This does seem like a garment that will wrinkle very easily. You can already see it has some creases from, its transport in the mail. So that is the one thing that I do see as a little bit of a minor downside, is that it does look like it wrinkles very easily. But the fit is fantastic. I mean, it hugs me very well. The cut is very flattering, I think. It feels very nice on. Definitely keeping this garment, definitely really like it. Very pleased. And usually I don't like having things around my neck, like I hate turtlenecks, but this neckline actually doesn't feel very restrictive. When I was first putting it on, I was a little bit worried about that, but I actually kind of don't notice it that much, so that's a definite plus. So if you don't like having things around your neck, this one's not really tight. Like, it still sits nicely. It doesn't look like there's a gap, but it doesn't feel tight or restrictive. I already have my wedding dress for my COVID wedding, which is not white, it's blue, but if I was going the white dress route, like, I would consider doing this. So if you are doing a COVID ceremony and you need something to wear, I would definitely recommend this. And you're looking for something white, because you can wear whatever color you want, obviously, but if white's your thing, I think this could also work very well. So that's maybe another possibility. Alright, so let's move on to our next garment. So we have here the pink romper that I was talking about. That was the entire reason for making this Fashion Nova order, so let's hope this works out nicely. Alright, this one is spaghetti strapped, so there's a good chance we're going to have to do some alterations on that. And it looks a little busty, which is concerning, so let's go ahead and try it on and see how it looks. So this one I'm not quite as happy with as the last one. The bottom fits very well. I think the bottom part of the cut is very flattering. I like the waist detailing. But if we look at the top, we definitely have some issues going on over here. So you can see that there's a lot of fabric in the bust and I'm not filling it. And kind of the tricky thing about this one is, since it has a deep V going on here, it's not even one you can wear a bra with. So I do have my nude bra on here for the try-on purposes, but like, this isn't the kind of garment you probably would want to wear a bra with, because it would be sticking out here. So I can't, I have a couple rompers that what I do is I have like one of those like ultra padded extra cup size bras that you can get from Victoria's Secret, and I'll just throw that on under and that kind of like fills them out a bit. But this one you can't even do that with. The straps aren't quite as bad a length as I thought they were going to be. If you look, this is right where my natural waistline is, so I think that the bottom of this band is supposed to hit the natural waistline. And so if I were to lift up the straps, that's going to kind of shift up the waistline of this, which is a little bit iffy. And I'm not skilled enough seamstress to take out the darts and re-sew them to make it more fitted, so we'll see if I can figure out something to do with this one. I think it's okay. I think it has potential, and definitely if you're bustier, I think it could be very flattering. But if you're on the flat side like me, you know, then it may be questionable. I'm gonna again see if I can do something with this because I really do want this to work. There's a lot I like about the cut on the bottom. Like I think that looks great, but this top is just not working as well for me as it could. Let's check out our last romper and then move on to the accessories. So here's our final romper, and I'm again not feeling super comfy about the bust on this one. We'll see what it looks like, but I'm a little worried that this also I'm not gonna fail. But let's go try it on. So this one's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The top I think does look a little less flattering because I'm not as busty, but the fabric is lying flat across my chest, which is really nice. So you don't have kind of those gaps, obvious gaps in the fabric, in the cups, which I had with the pink romper. So I think that this one does work in that respect. The straps are at a reasonable height. You can see that the waist is sitting at my natural waist where it's supposed to. And it's a nice, light, breezy fabric, which I think is going to be really nice for the summer. The top, because it has kind of multiple layers of fabric, that might get a little toasty, but the bottom is very light and breezy, which I like. Now last up we have the accessories. I actually already filmed or thought I filmed the rest of the video of unpacking all the accessories and everything, and then I went to my camera to go upload everything, and it turned out that I did not hit the record button. So we're going to go ahead, and the belts have already been pulled out of their packaging, but we'll go ahead and take a look at them. The belts and earrings, I should say. It's not just belts, so we'll get on to the accessories. First up we have this black belt, which is interesting. I kind of expected like an actual buckle that you thread things through on this, but just a little dot thing here and you pop it in through the holes. So if we look at the belt, now let's put it on the smallest hole we have here. You can see this is where it falls on me. So in its current form it would not work as a waist belt. So if I wanted to cinch in the waist of the garment, that wouldn't work, but it will work fine as a hip belt. And if I wanted to make it a waist belt, I would need to put an extra hole into it. I may end up doing that. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really have the right tools for that. So if you have like a leather puncher, it's not leather, but I think you'd still be able to use a leather puncher for this. But all I have are like scissors and box cutters, so I don't know if I could cut a hole in it without ruining the belt. So I'm a little hesitant to do that. Now the other one I have here is this gold belt. Originally when I was looking at it online, I thought it might be plastic. I was a little worried about it, but it feels like it's metal. It's very flexible, like you would expect for metal, very bendable. Now with this one I believe is supposed to be a waist belt, and that's where we run into some trouble, because if I fasten it on the very smallest setting I possibly can, it does not sit at my waist comfortably, so it kind of like bulks out if I try to put it here. But if we bring this all the way in, then I can make it rest against my waist. So if you stick around to the end of the video, I think I'm going to go ahead and try making that modification, because I think all I have to do is move this jump ring here and set it over here, and then I'll be able to bring it in that extra bit to make this a true waist belt for me. Now the last item we have is this set of snake earrings. These were kind of my last few seconds panic buy. My cart was like somewhere around $70, and I needed to get to $75 for the free shipping, but my time was counting down, and so I was just like threw these earrings into my cart. I was like, okay, these would be great for a Medusa costume someday, like let's just throw them and go. And so these are just some cute little snaky earrings. And so this is what they look like. They have these little snake tails on the back, which I think is really cute. Now they do feel a little bit heavy, My earring holes, the bottom ones, are a little bit stretched out because when I was in middle school, I had these really big, heavy hoop earrings. Like they were some solid metal and they were really thick. And I insisted on wearing them all the time because I thought they looked super cool. And so my earlobes got a little stretched out because of that. And so I have to be careful. I can't really wear heavy earrings a lot. These ones do feel a little bit heavy. They don't feel super heavy, but I am a little bit wary of the heaviness. So let's try them on. And they are noticeable. They don't feel super heavy, but they are noticeable. So if you have a hard time with heavier earrings, I would be wary of these. These are some kind of solid metal, it feels like. They don't feel like they're plastic. So they are a little bit heavy, but they're not super heavy. Like definitely not heavy like those hoop earrings I used to wear. Now let me move closer to the camera so you can see them a little better. So this is what they look like. Obviously I can't see them, but they feel alright. Again, they're a little heavy, but they're not too bad. And they look really cute, kind of in general. I don't know what they look like on me yet, but I think I'm pleased with them. So if I were to rank the 3 rompers, it would be the white one would be my favorite, and then this one, and then the pink one. Unfortunately, I like the aesthetic, but the cups are an issue, and I'm really not sure how to fix that beyond taking out the darts and bringing in the fabric. But the white one and the red one I think work just fine if you're on the flat side like me. They fit very well. Again, the red one I think is maybe a little less flattering, but it doesn't fit badly. Like it's a very comfortable fit. And the white one is a great fit. I really like that one a lot. So those would kind of be my rankings. As far as the accessories go, I'm really happy with these earrings. I think I'm reasonably happy with the black belt. I do wish that there were some holes further in so that I could have it sit at my waist. But I think that, you know, if I had the right tools, I could easily, it would be an easy fix. You know, if you have like a leather punching tool, then you could easily just put a hole there and move it in a little bit more. The gold belt I'm still iffy on. We're going to go ahead and see if we can fix that, and if we can, then I might like it a little bit more. But for now, I'm a little iffy on it. Alright, so let's get to mending that gold belt. Okay, so now we're going to do a little surgery on this gold belt. Basically all you need for this are 2 sets of pliers. So I've got a couple here. And I'm just going to begin by taking off this jump ring right here at the end. So you find the opening in the jump ring, which is right here. And you're just going to very carefully open it up. Like that. And we're just going to set this aside for a moment. Next, you want to take off the extra chain on the end here. So I'm going to go over to this ring here and open this one up. And then we're just going to remove it. Now we're going to take our circle jump ring and we're just going to close it on here. So, and now we shorten the length on that. So I'll go ahead and try it on again. And now the camera's zoomed in, so if I do this, my head's going to get cut off, but that's okay. And we may want to take off some of this excess chain over here eventually too, but for now, I'm just going to go ahead and clip this on. So now I clasp this, and this is as tight as we can clasp it. I guess we could take out this last ring here and move the jump ring into it, but we're basically at the end. And so this fits a lot better. It's much more snug. It's not perfectly tight around my waist, but I think it's a definite improvement. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I'd love it if you gave it a like. And let me know in the comments what you think. Would you like to see more haul videos? Thanks for watching and have a great day.